This is the branding that I've been working on for the past month, and today I want to take you on a journey of how I actually created this brand. It is a brand that I got from Instagram, and if you would like to try any of their briefs out, you can just go to this page. So let me get into how I actually came up with working on this amazing brand called Kela. Kela offers modern furniture pieces made with a focus on design and a passion for design. Their collection suits various tastes, so each customer finds the perfect pieces to personalize their living spaces. So, what I did was to kind of highlight just the main words and main adjectives that kind of describe what this brand is all about. So, I went on to actually highlight the word modern, focus on design, collection that suits various tastes, personalize their living spaces. Because I think these are the words that kind of stood out, so there's a whole lot of personalization, which also brings a lot of abstraction and just like unique design pieces that anyone can actually just fit into their room, and also that suits various personal styles for their house, right? Or their offices or anything like that. And then the mission statement for me is I came up with filling spaces with well-crafted home pieces, and the tagline I chose is craftsmanship made personal. And then the brand words then I created were bold, because the pieces are going to be very unique. So there's an element of boldness there, personal and modern. So these are the brand words that I then decided to work with. Once I was done with really figuring out what my brand adjectives would be, I then went on to start looking for just images and reference images that communicated bold colors, very personal and very innovative, and also very modern. And these are the examples that I came across, and just the referent images that I came across and that I would then use for building the mood board for this brand, right? And weird thing is that I didn't actually build like a mood board. I just worked on a very messy workspace, and from there I then moved on to just researching more about the colors that perfectly communicated my brand adjectives. And then I went on to look for fonts that also communicated the modern, bold, but still very innovative and personal. And anything that I've seen that has a very personal touch was always kind of handwritten, and I really wanted to go with that feel where it's very organic. It has a very organic, personal touch to it. So these are the fonts that I chose to work with. The name of the font is BC Novetica CYR Regular and Dirty, and also Averta Demo. So these are the fonts I went for because I also wanted very structured fonts, you know what I mean, that bring that modern structure, but still I can play around with the fonts. One thing about me, I don't like using fonts that have already been customized and worked on a lot, so I still want something that's still plain and simple, which I can then add my own signature to or play around with so that it matches the brand that I'm working with, right? When it came to really creating the logo concept, my idea was to make it very playful but still bold, to just still have that bold element, and I really wanted to make it also very abstract. This brand's name is Kela, and therefore I wanted to play around with the first letter of this brand, which is K. And then after just playing around with I started off here because I just wanted it to be more bold and just have that organic feel to it. But then after just exploring with more kind of logo concepts, I ended up with this particular concept. This is the final logo that I actually decided to go with. I just realized, just after showing this to my brother, because I went and I showed him, and he really just pointed out that the one leg of the K is not in as much as the other one. And that's my little mistake, and the bean like is just like an abstract bean bags, I know those look nothing like bean bags, but I don't know, for me it's like abstract bean bags, you know what I mean. And then yeah, I just decided to use these elements to form the letter K. When you actually flip it around, it actually is a bench, you know what I mean. It looks like a bench or a table, or you know, it just looks like a furniture piece. So I wanted to play around with that a little bit. And then I went on to just create like different logo variations of this particular K for it to be used on different backgrounds, so the light or dark backgrounds. And then I went for product logos. So this particular brand has sub brands for the products that they create, which are for the office, the indoor and outdoor furniture. So then I created just product branding for that as well. The product logos option 2, this would maybe be on like flyers or anything like that, like print material, or even like on the website. It can be used on the website. This is just a logo usage, you know. Then you can have the favicon, you know, the product logo, and then the main logo, and yeah, as a secondary logo as well. So this is just the final work that I created for this brand. And for the logo, something that I forget to mention is that, as you can see, that this particular font is kind of very structured, but then with the E, I kind of played around with it a little bit, make it more abstract. I just drew the E, the stroke by the E a little bit back, just to add like a more kind of organic, very personal touch to the Kela, and personal touch to this particular logo. It was really fun creating this. It was a little bit difficult finding the colors, to be honest, because I just didn't know what I wanted. But one thing that I do to separate my brand process of creating like a brand from what I want is I always think of who am I creating for, and then I bring in the just more information in the research element of it, which is to then just research on the psychology of colors, psychology of fonts, what are modern brands looking like these days, the competition, you know, competitors that are in like kind of similar space, that are in a similar space. And yeah, man, that's just what I did, and I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video. And if there's any questions that you guys would like me to answer, do comment those down below. I will see you guys in the next video, where I'll be showing you how I created the brand book for this particular brand. I will see you guys next time, and God bless.